I like this guy, and I say I like this guy because what I'm going to do is I'm getting to my notes here for you. I know that I have them stacked in there. You know, the Corleone from Cincinnati, Jackson from Florida State. You know, I have those guys all kind of stacked in there. I think Tim Keenan is a better player than all these guys, and at 6'1", 327 pounds, he's short, he's stout. He can be hard to move. Yeah. I like the way he does play on the move. I like the way he gets up and down the line of scrimmage. I was watching him in the championship game against Georgia. I was watching him against LSU. He takes on blocks. He's got a kind of a nice wide base. He holds the gap. I think now this is where I think you and I are going to disagree because I think you said something earlier in our little pre-show meeting and stuff. I think he does have some awareness, and maybe if I'm not trying to put words in your mouth. I think you were saying, and I think you're going to get to that. Yeah, but I've seen him use. I think for a 6'1", 327 pound guy, I see him try pass rush moves. There's a lot of guys that size just go straight into the blocker, and then they're trying to kind of push and do that. This guy, he'll try. He'll use the swim. He'll slap. He'll club. He's not always going to be successful, but he does try to do it. It's like, okay, I can't just be 327-pound guy running right into the blocker and expect to get there. So he tries to do some things. I think he does have a quick initial first step. The contact balance, I think, is really, really good for this guy. He's a guy that doesn't have great length, and that'll affect him at times. But the leverage and the strength are important. With the way that he plays, he could get under those guys. And like I say, the leverage part, it's just the length. But he does it. He does it. When he gets inside, he could do those things. So I didn't see a guy, too, at 327 that got tired. Mm-hmm. I saw a guy that kept playing. The longer the drive went, the better he was kind of playing along. Sometimes those guys get really heavy. They get big. They slow down. I think Tim Keenan did not do that. I personally have him. I have him in the 4th round, and I have him above again all those guys. Corleone from Cincinnati, Jackson, Florida State, and Orange from Oregon State. Right? I think I got all those right. Yeah, but I have him atop of all those other guys. I think Corleone from Cincinnati probably a little bit better. Probably. Similar with the pass rushy stuff, but I do like what Keenan brings on a weekly basis against the competition he went up against.
Competition matters a bunch to me.
Yeah,
a bunch to me. I do think he was really hard to move. These top tier guards would try to and doubles.
Yeah,
they would try to double him, and sometimes he'll get high in those doubles, but he still wouldn't get moved in that. So that's a good sign to me. You said everything I had about the good side of him. The only thing that I had not even issue with, right, but just can be worked on is just not over pursuing sideways.
That's fair.
Because as you know, the further out you get, I think the more sideways you could be.
Right.
Edges, threes, they could be sideways. As a 1 or a 0, even sometimes you gotta stay square.
So you're worried about him getting turned.
Yes.
Like all of a sudden you don't see the 9 and the 6.
Yeah. But the issue is they don't turn him. The blockers don't turn him. So I know he's good. He turns himself. He turns himself.
That's fair.
Because he wants to be involved in the play.
Yeah.
Sometimes his job, and this goes back to knowing how to play D-line, right? Sometimes his job is to just sit and be heavy and don't move.
Right.
Because he has some athleticism for his size and some effort and some movement and some motor, he wants to go get the play.
Right.
But he gets turned doing that by going to go get the play. So that could just be coached like, hey, man, just sit down for a second.
Yeah.
And then, and look, Christian Parker talks about it, your primary gap and your secondary gap.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, and he fits this scheme, by the way. So, if the Cowboys looking for some more big people to come in and compete, this might be a guy that they're looking for. But Tim Keenan, what did jump out to me is that him being, 330 or something like that?
327.
27?
Yeah.
He did run around, move around, good effort. Yeah. And he got 4 sacks, a couple of hurries. He's like a pocket pushing guy. He was really powerful in pass rush mode.
Right.
Some guys are grab and hold him.
You got this guy right because, like you say, sometimes you see these guys and they just go right into the blocker and they don't do enough.
Yeah.
They don't do enough. They just
He's working. He's
working. He's working. Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough, Brian. I got Keenan in the 4th. I have him currently, because you got yours separated by 1s and 3s.
Yeah, I do.
I got him currently under orange.
Okay.
I might have to revisit orange.
I feel like I scouted orange like years ago.
I know, it's so long.
It's
And they should be next to each other in real life, these damn boys.
Yeah.
I think orange, I got 2-down player, strong, heavy, nose. I also got quick and powerful hands, solid motor and movement, not a ton of pass rush. So I may put Keenan over him because Keenan got a little more pass rush than him.
Yeah.
We'll see.
And you were talking about the games, the competition.
Yeah, competition.
Yeah.
Competition matters to me.
Yeah.
Because Orange at Iowa State just didn't play the
I
dude.
said Oregon State's Iowa State.
Iowa State, yeah.
God dang it. My bad.
I got that in my notes because I forget too.
Yeah.
But Keenan
I think I did that before.
Keenan just played better dudes.
Yeah.
He just played better dudes. So I may end up swapping them, Keenan and Orange, but I do have them both in the 4s.
Okay.